Yes, we are back for another episode.
We are back.
It has been I don't know about you people, it has been a strenuous week for me. As Gene already knows, he already knows full well what happened a couple days ago.
My buddy BJ is finally off the papers.
Yes.
And can now relieve himself whenever he gets that urge.
Oh, I can smoke the devil's lettuce again. I got my fill the past couple days. Okay, so it's anybody out there, you know your first time when you get absolutely fried. And I mean absolutely fucking fried. But you get so fried that you feel like, oh, I need to sleep. I cannot move. I have to close my eyes now. And I gotta go to sleep. Wherever that may be. Whether it's on the floor, whether it's on a really awkwardly pointy-ass couch. It's wherever. Well, that's what happened to me last night. I only smoked a blunt. Now, it was a fat blunt, don't get me wrong. I ain't gonna pussyfoot around. But that shit knocked me on my ass. It's like smoking for the first time again.
It's like having baby lungs again.
Oh my god, it's exactly like having baby lungs again. And yes, people, I left the diversion office. As soon as they told me I was good, I loaded a bowl in the car. I did not care. I really didn't. I was like, I had been waiting 3 months for this. You know what? I feel a lot better. Feel much less angry when I drive. Because people have those moments. Everybody's got a bit of road rage in them. But, yes, we are finally back. I've been relieved of my calling at 4:30 duties every fucking morning for the past 3 months.
Your parents said you can come out and play now.
Oh yeah, pretty much. Yeah, like, oh, Billy's not grounded anymore.
Yeah.
He's
I'm like outside on my bike, and your parents come up to the screen door. I'm like, can BJ come out yet? Is he still grounded?
Yes.
Well, people, welcome to the show. Won't remember a thing.
Yes.
The show where we are stuck in the time capsule that is today. And today, if you're wondering, is Sunday, October 13th, 2019.
Before we even started this, I actually brought this up. Now, this is on Ask.com, so obviously it's not, they're not the best ranking system, but...
I know, Ask.com. Jesus, I haven't seen them since like 2004.
Oh, they're still a thing. Jeez. They're still very much a thing. But they topped the worst movie remakes ranked. So this goes from like, 34 to 1. Now, I'm not going to go through every single one of them because that would take way too fucking long. Although we technically could, but there's only a few here that they have on here that I'm like, okay.
How dare they? Man, I love remakes.
I do.
I dare them to bring up one that I didn't like.
Godzilla, 1998. You're telling me you like that one?
I dare them to name two that I didn't like.
Okay, I think that one's unanimous, because this one's at 32.
Bro, I didn't even like that when I saw that in theaters as a kid. I was
it just looked weird.
This is not Godzilla.
Fuck no, what happened to him? He looks like a crocodile. He looks like a crocodile
and they made him like a female, because he starts sprouting babies at the fucking end.
I think it was a female. I think it was that this Godzilla was a female.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They made Godzilla a bitch.
But she's asexual.
Oh my
but
god.
She can produce without having that
Godzilla. It was asexual. You're right. Son of a bitch. What did they do? This is why Americans should not touch Godzilla. Or better yet, Americans should not touch things that America did not create.
Like Godzilla. But it's funny because it's in later Godzilla movies. I think it had to be like 2000s. But they brought this Godzilla into like another Godzilla movie, and actual Godzilla killed this one.
Yeah.
I think it threw into a volcano or some shit.
I heard about that.
Oh my god, it was hilarious. But yeah, it's if you guys don't know, it's based off the 1954 because that's how long Godzilla's been around. It's I guess based off of that, but it's like not really. It's a bad rendition of a Godzilla. For any of you millennials out there, and I'm talking like 18 years old. I don't classify as a millennial. I'm 25, but I ain't no fucking millennial. I'm just not.
We're Generation Y.
Yeah, there.
Even though that's technically millennials, but what?
Fuck you.
The fuck off my lawn.
No, there's Generation Y, and then there's millennials. That's the two groups.
Yeah, we've made it two groups now.
Because some millennials don't like the fucking younger millennials that are in our fucking little time space here, and you fuckers know what I'm talking about. Those 18-year-old motherfuckers were literally attached to their goddamn phones 24 fucking 7,
little whippersnappers.
Yeah, I guess you want to put it that way. Don't get me wrong, I'm on my phone too. Okay, I'll admit that I am. But when I'm like out in public or
Okay.
trying to like be in front of somebody and talking to them, don't normally just fucking have my phone out when I'm trying to talk to somebody.
Fucking rugrats. I'm just gonna keep insulting the millennials.
Okay, now I have not seen this Ghostbusters. They have this one at 31. From what I heard, now, I heard a podcast with Dan Aykroyd. He thoroughly enjoyed the cast and thought it was decent. But that could be just Dan Aykroyd, being a little too nice, because it's kind of how Dan... Love you, Dan. I do. And I want to try your vodka one day. But
Dan has just passed on anything that's Ghostbusters because he loves his creation. He loves
apparently there's going to be another one coming out.
Yeah, there is, and it's going to be like a legit sequel to the fucking actual
Ghostbusters.
one. This one, however, it wasn't the cast. The cast was great. That's what was so dumb, is everyone was making such a big deal about, oh, it's fucking women. And then you see the movie, and it's like, look, you made such a big deal about maybe the only good thing in this fucking movie, which is the girls, the team of them, the team of comedians.
Well, yeah, because, like, even Ghostbusters, when they first made that one, they were fucking stupid.
Yeah.
If you don't remember those characters, they were fucking bubbling idiots.
But the movie was just lame.
Yeah.
It wasn't their fault.
It wasn't their fault. But they got to write around the original Ghostbusters thing. That's cool as fuck.
And it sucks because I feel like the four of them, their stars have tainted a little bit because of that film, and it's not fair.
Except for her. She's, goddamn it, what's her name?
Especially Melissa McCarthy.
Yes. But you know what? She'll be fine. She will be fine. She'll bounce back up on her feet.
Yeah.
These other ones.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a little bit of doing because a lot of people did not know who they were. I know who. I don't know every single. I don't know their names. I know them by faces.
Oh, Kathleen Kennedy is a fucking badass.
Yes.
Comic.
Which one's which?
Oh, Leslie Jones.
There you go. I was gonna say her. I've seen her a lot more than I have the other two. So like maybe she'll do fine too. But yeah, it was just like it's not a point of emphasis they want to put on their careers.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, when they go to a presentation of, like, this is who I am.
Definitely.
That's going to be, like, on the list of, like, these are movies I was in, but I didn't know.
Definitely keep it out of the PowerPoint or the resume.
I would. I mean, oh, God.
It never happened.
No. Okay, so another one. Now, these are the ones that just popped up. Actually, the one I'm going to go to... Because they do, what's the next one? It's Around the World in 80 Days. If you haven't seen that one, I liked it just because Jackie Chan's in it, so they can suck a fat dick. No, the new Child's Play movie. Now, granted, I've seen enough.
Would you like for me to spoil the first 2 minutes of Child's Play?
Oh, go ahead. I don't mind spoilers. Oh, yeah, by the way, people, we don't give a shit about spoilers, so if we see something that's out, we know about it, we're going to talk about spoilers. So,
we love Chucky, right? Who doesn't love Chucky?
Who doesn't love that little crazy bastard?
The possessed doll that has the soul of a fucking serial killer in it. Great premise, classic horror. Would you like to know what these fucks did? Okay, so they scrapped that idea, right? He's an AI system. Okay.
Oh, I did see that.
Okay, yeah, we all know that. But do you know why he ends up evil? Okay.
Why? Well, okay.
There's two factors. One very important factor is in the first few minutes of this film. They let you know straight up. There's like a fucking sweatshop that these dolls are being made in. And I don't know where the fuck, if I had to guess, it's like Thailand or some shit. And this one guy, he's like stressing out or something. He's like really sweaty. And he's like at his desk, and there's like a conveyor belt with the dolls like running down past their desks. And he's just sitting there like sweaty and stressing for whatever reason. And then next thing you know, his boss comes up behind him, taps him on the shoulder. He turns around and starts smacking him around him, and starts smacking the shit out of him. And like nobody notices, mind you. Nobody pays any attention to this. But this dude gets smacked like he's nothing. His boss then walks away. And he goes back to sweating and panting and freaking out and stuff, and he's like really embarrassed, and even though nobody's witnessed it, he can't handle the embarrassment. So then he just starts immediately typing into his computer and like corrupts the data in this one buddy doll, not good guy, in this one buddy doll, and like takes away all the security programs and stuff, so makes it so the security protocol is all fucked up. So then, fast forward. Now I'm gonna spoil this. I'm gonna spoil the other half of this origin that makes this doll evil. So then, this kid, he gets this doll from his mom. You know the story anyway. So he's bonding with the thing. the thing is really like it's like a child, you know. It's an AI system, so it's like learning as it goes along, and then the kid Andy like befriends these other kids, and they all get together and they watch a horror movie. Would you like to guess what happens then?
Oh,
Little Chucky
terribly wrong.
Little Chucky is sitting there watching the horror movie, and he's seeing the kids laugh when someone gets killed in the horror movie.
Oh,
so he thinks, oh, this is how you bring joy to children. And that's basically it. Fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
What the
Texas
fuck?
Chainsaw Massacre gave us Chucky in 2019.
Oh, yeah, that's the influence. Violence is bad for kids, isn't it? That's the message I got from that.
But and they try to make you feel sorry for Chucky because he doesn't know any better. Like, he literally thinks he's killing.
That's not the way the original Chucky was.
No,
he was a murderous asshole whose soul got put into the doll.
They literally could have called it anything other than Child's Play.
Only reason why I was very keen on, like, I kind of wanted to see this movie was just because Mark Hamill is fucking Chucky.
He's good, but he's, like, literally, like, playing like a robot. Like, there's no personality whatsoever.
Which is kind of the thing where it's just like,
it really
where's Chucky's Woody Banner? You don't get that?
You don't get the laugh. You don't get none of that.
Little pitter-patter feet.
You know what his, like, catchphrase is? The whole, like, pretty much every other line in the whole movie is, are we having fun now?
Oh, my God.
So that's basically it. If you want to hear Mark Hamill say, are we having fun now? For like an hour and a half, then yeah, by all means.
That's the movie for you. I mean, they have a list of others like Pink Panther. I didn't know the Nutty Professor was a... If nobody knew this...
Jerry Lewis was the original Nutty Professor.
Yes, he was. And I did not know that. I was like, 1963?
It's old. And the whole thing with him being fat, that's the Eddie Murphy version. Whereas in the original, it's just this guy who, like, talks like this, and he's nutty. He's really, he's really whimsical and nerdy.
It sounds like Goofy's voice on Helium.
But yeah, he's like, oh, God, oh, gee. And then when he becomes the cool guy, it's just more like slick cool back like that. But not. I like the Eddie Murphy one more.
Right. Now, I guess they did do the Christopher Robins one. Came out 2018. I haven't seen it. I feel like it can't be that bad. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even remember. I know this dude was a fucking Jedi in one of the Star Wars movies. I can't remember his fucking name.
My main gripe is that I feel like, was miscast.
The Christopher Robins character?
he just didn't sell it to me. He felt like
Who would you have picked?
He felt like he was in a different Macaulay Culkin.
He's got a childhood face still, and he's like 30. Perfect.
Yeah.
No, but who would you have picked?
I would have picked that Eddie Redmayne guy. He played Stephen Hawking. He played. He's in that new like Harry Potter thing, the Fantastic Beasts. He's the main guy.
Oh,
for those of you guys who don't know what I'm talking about.
Is he the main
character? The Danish girl. Yeah, he's the main character in Fantastic Beasts. Okay. Yeah, I would have chose him. I could see. Okay. I could see him being that. It's
more Christopher Robin-esque.
Yeah, but holy shit, dude! It explains why he forgot so easily. Like when you would think seeing Pooh, he'd be like, I remember everything. But no, he just remembers Pooh, and then it takes him a while to remember other stuff. But like he went through like a war. So war? So like shortly right after. So it's the movie starts with like their last day together while he was a kid, and then he goes off to boarding school, and then from boarding school goes into war. And so it was like so just like that, he had to grow up.
Wow, they took a dark twist on Christopher Robin.
And then he comes back from the war and gets into fucking briefcase business. Gets into luggage business.
Wow, who would have thought Christopher Robin's been own a briefcase company or be a part of a briefcase company? The day the Earth stood still, I knew that one was a remake. I don't know. It's early. Well, not early for Keanu Reeves. It's like right after The Matrix was done, and I guess. He's just trying to find his fucking John Wick before he became John Wick, because, oh my god, dude. He is killing it with the John Wick films.
John Wick can happen till the end of time.
Fuck yeah, he can! They have The Mummy at 24. I didn't see it. From what it looked like, it's like now the dude who discovered the mummy has powers now on top of the mummy being a supernatural goddess of some kind. I heard some rumors that they were going to bring the guy in the mummy to like Marvel Universe and some shit.
Mm-hmm. It literally starts with them with their logo, and it starts with Universal, and then like a almost like eclipse is like happening or something. Like the sun comes in front behind the planet or whatever. It becomes like a dark planet, and it's like Dark Universe.
Great.
And it's like, guys, you haven't even had a movie yet. I'm literally about to see your first movie. Like, let's wait and see if this works. And sure enough, it did.
Everybody remembers The Mummy. You remember fucking. It wasn't anything like that. It was just like, hey, I'm an explorer. I found fucking the Mummy Cave. Holy shit is starting to happen. Okay, let's kill this mummy.
It sucks, though, because I was really excited to see what they were going to do. They were going to have Angelina Jolie be the Bride of Frankenstein. They were going to have Johnny Depp as the Invisible Man.
Ooh.
They were going to have, what's his name? Javier Bardem as the Wolfman. Or I think Frankenstein, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, it looked like it would have been interesting, but the movie was pretty mediocre.
It was meh. Friday the 13th, I was not a fan of that one.
No, sir.
Robin Hood!
I didn't even bother seeing that. And I usually give remakes.
Man, not even fucking Jamie Foxx couldn't save you with fucking Robin Hood. Come on, man, he's being trained by a badass black guy. Come on now.
No.
Come on, it's Django.
No. Will Smith is my Django.
He blew out Samuel L. Jackson's knees in Django. Come on. Now, this one I don't agree with, just because it's Alice in Wonderland. That one, to me, I liked it.
Look, we all wanted to see Tim Burton's take on Alice in Wonderland. Don't act like you didn't. We all did. And we saw it, and it was well, it's good. It's Tim Burton.
Yeah, I mean, what do you expect from a Tim Burton film?
You couldn't walk into that.
And, of course, you knew Johnny Depp had to be in it because Tim Burton's in it.
Yeah. I'm just saying, you knew it was going to be weird. You knew it was going to be weird.
I mean, that was the original story anyways with Alice in Wonderland. Yeah. It was like a fucking acid trip.
Yeah, but they took it to a real...
Well, because everybody wanted to, like, even the cartoon version. Don't get me wrong, the cartoon version, even as a kid, still trippy as hell.
Yeah.
But this one outweighs it by trippy bounds and leaps. Just because of how weird it was. Yeah. And that's how the original Alice in Wonderland was supposed to be.
Yeah.
So, I mean, everybody sees the old Alice in Wonderland like, that's not what I remember from my childhood. Did you ever read the book? Did you ever hear that phrase, the book is better than the movie?
Yeah. I don't know, I wasn't a fan of the Mad Hatter, like, break dancing at the end. That was a little weird for me. Like, popping and locking and shit.
I feel like that was Johnny Depp's thing. He's like, hey, he's just going to break dance at the end of this movie. Now, I will say this, Footloose I did not care for. I still love Kevin Bacon's rendition of Footloose.
Classic.
Every single time. I'm sorry. I've seen this Footloose one. Not all that great. It didn't really pop out to me.
Because that's not a movie that you remake. That's so of its time. Like,
right.
You don't make that movie today.
You can't... Because, especially in this day and age, who the fuck is really going to be saying, no music?
Right, and that, and
no dancing.
That, but like, I was going to say, and who's going to not only say no music, no dancing, but who's also going to be like, no! I will dance, and I will listen to music. Matter of fact, I'm dancing right now! I'm dancing in public!
Fuck you and your couch!
The man! I'm just like, what? This is not of today.
Okay, Bangkok Dangerous, never seen it with Nicolas Cage.
I didn't even know that was a remake.
Well, now I'm going to watch it to see how bad it is.
I only knew about it because of his bad wig, but yeah, other than that...
The Wiz?
The Wiz, yes. The Black Wizard of Oz.
I actually seen this.
With Michael Jackson as the Scarecrow.
Yes, I've actually seen this.
And Diana Ross as Dorothy. Yes, the Black Wizard of Oz for all of its glory. Waiting for you to watch it, even though you're not going to watch it. It's fucking... Dude, this movie has Richard Pryor as the Wizard of Oz.
I mean,
and Emerald City is like some crazy like disco club.
I loved it.
I could not believe this shit when my mom showed me this shit.
Oh
like, because she knew because I was a kid and I liked Michael Jackson. And she was like, one day randomly we were watching Wizard of Oz and she was like, "Did you know Michael Jackson played the Scarecrow?" And I was like, "What?" And then she showed me this shit and I was like, "Why did you show me that? I did not need to see that at all."
To be fair, though, I had to watch in music class lots. So, like, if we weren't doing anything, like we weren't practicing or anything, she would literally just put on this. Now, honestly, for me, because I watched the original Wizard of Oz, this was a fresh, for me when I watched it, this was a fresh thing.
Completely different. New music.
And I didn't even know that was Michael Jackson at the time. I had to watch it a couple times, and I'm like, wait.
Oh my god.
That's Michael Jackson.
And this is black Michael Jackson.
Yeah, this is black Michael Jackson before he started
so it's
going
even
all.
more disturbing.
Oh my god. That would have been funny if he started like breakdancing, like, Shimon, like in the background and shit as a scarecrow. Oh my fucking god.
What is like that's the Scarecrow? He looks like a mascot for like a cereal box or some shit.
He looks like a fatter Whoopi Goldberg. Nothing against Whoopi Goldberg. I love Whoopi. I do. But that's exactly what it looks like.
Yeah, he does. Looks like he should be on a bottle of Nesquik. It looks like straw. Like they took straw too seriously and made him like a legit. He looks like a man straw.
Oh god, I still liked it though. I don't know. Annie, that one, yeah, that one.
Didn't see it. Didn't care to. I'm perfectly fine with the original Annie. I don't need to see.
It's just weird because they like instead of. They just really went with the whole, and I'm not even trying to bash stuff that goes like, oh, there's more black people in it.
It felt like it had an agenda.
Now, I'm sure Jamie Foxx had good intentions making this movie, don't get me wrong.
And Jay-Z, too. Jay-Z was like a producer or something. You know, I see that there's a trend now where it's like, where people are starting to realize, like, hey, most of these fictional characters, they don't have to be white.
Which is fine.
Unless being white is very exclusive to, like, Batman, you can't make Batman black. Batman is totally a white guy. He's a fucking privileged, rich, white dude. You can't, it just doesn't sell as well with a
Why
black
do you think
guy.
they've never made a rendition of Batman in the comic books black?
Right.
They've never done it.
How many heirs that have inherited, you know, their inheritance that were black?
Black Panther?
But anyway, like some orphan on the street, that could be, why not a black kid?
I could feel like Shazam could, that
Hell,
could
if
be the case.
anything, it makes more sense for some little orphan living on the street to be a black kid, because if it was a white girl, people would be quick to give her a home.
Now, I know, I said Shazam, but now thinking about it, I know there was a section of Shazam where it was like 5 kids and they all had to be together to say it.
Yeah.
Was there a black kid in that?
Yes, there's a little girl. Yeah,
a little black girl?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was going to say, you know what would have been really weird? Instead of like it being a white kid when they made the Shazam movie, it was just a black kid. He turned out to be a big white buff dude.
Hey, that would have worked too, because they made the wizard black. Remember?
Yeah.
This is black old.
Well, wasn't Black Adam supposed to be played by The Rock?
He still is.
Oh, he still is played by The Rock. That's right.
Yeah, they just haven't made it yet.
Stepford Wives.
Stepford Wives. Now this is a good one. I haven't seen the original, but I like this. I like this film.
This
the
one?
remake. Yeah.
I didn't even know this was a thing. House of Wax, though.
Oh my god, I forgot about House of Wax, and I forgot it was a remake. I did know that.
I did not know that.
Fucking Paris Hilton in like her prime, trying to like go into films. Oh my god!
She gets the pipe right through her brain. And go,
I do not miss this age. I do not miss anything from this age.
She thought she could be an actress, man. Why can't she be an actor? She can suck enough dicks to get there.
I'm just glad we learned from this, and we haven't made like
really?
and we haven't let like Kim Kardashian have like a movie career. I mean, she's been in a few films, but nothing.
Don't
real
you say
serious.
that, man? That could fucking happen eventually. Just watch. Kanye will get his fucking claws in there somehow and be like, "My wife deserves."
If it would be, it would be a.
Look
film.
at that ass! You can't tell me you don't want that ass in that movie.
It would be a film directed by Kanye West if she's in a film. Because the only movie I've seen her in was like a Tyler Perry film, so that tells you what her chances are of getting in movies.
Still love you, Tyler. I love you, Tyler Perry. Your shit's funny.
When you're wearing a dress. That's about it.
Okay, here's the life question, and I want to know if this is true or not. Is Tyler Perry gay?
I say yes to that. But has he come out?
No.
Is there anything factual? No, concrete? No. But I would say yes sir. Yes. I would say he's very suspect to me because I don't think I've seen him like with a woman like on a date or like
maybe he keeps it casual. Maybe he keeps his woman back at home.
Maybe. I'm just saying, like it's not something I've really looked for, but now that I think about it, whenever I've seen like a shot of him on like a red carpet or at
by himself.
Always by himself or with someone who he's working with, like Oprah or some shit. Maybe there's something happening between those two. Could you imagine that? What they sound like bumping ugly?
Oh god. Okay, there's this one called Father's Day with Robin Williams. Never saw it. Apparently, it's a French film that's based off of.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it. I don't think I've ever seen this movie either, but it looks old as god damn, that looks like it was made in the 1990s.
It really does.
Billy Crystal in it too, sitting right over here.
Robin doesn't look too hot.
No, it kind of looks like he's coming down on his coke bin. Just a little bit, you know what I mean? Like, He's just like, oh man, I want it. It's right there. You like, look, he's like looking over. He's like, fuck.
He's giving Billy the stink eye because Billy's holding onto it for him.
Yeah, I know. He's like,
he's looking dead at his pocket, at his coat pocket, like, no, you fucking got it.
You fucking asshole, give it to me.
Jewish cunt.
Now, a lot of these ratings are like off a Rotten Tomato. I don't take my ratings from Rotten Tomato just because they've been iffy a lot.
If you're going to ignore the critics and just look at the audience score, because you can't trust the critics. Some of them might be paid off, or they have biases because they hate the director.
Like the people who were already on this Joker movie, but it's still being classified as one of the greatest movies ever. I'm just saying, from the previews I saw, it looks like a fucking great film. This one, I can very much agree. The Nightmare on Elm Street 2010.
Yikes.
That one was not all that well done.
Man.
I will take the 1984 versions.
That's the thing, is that you can't...
1984 first one.
You can't recreate a Nightmare on Elm Street unless you at least have Robert Englund to play your Krueger. Right. You can't just get the guy who played Rorschach in Watchmen and make him your Krueger.
Was that the guy who played this?
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god, I didn't even know that.
I know, the poor guy. This is like what ruined it, because he was hot. Like
he was right after
the pan was hot. Like
yeah,
he had Watchmen, he had Shutter Island, and then he had this, and it was like,
yeah. Maybe he'll bounce back, although it was 2010, so I'm not sure. I don't know where he's been in the past 10 years.
He's still working, but he ain't getting shit like this.
Oh, man. Like, look at him!
I know.
That doesn't even look like Freddy Krueger. It literally looks like Rorschach if he just...
I was going to say, he looks like a naked mole rat. Or like just some like skinned ferret. I don't know. It's not...
He's a rabbit ferret.
It's unsettling. It's not scary.
No. I mean, like, trust me, if you were to see this dude walking down the hallway...
Man, you need a ride to the hospital.
Yeah, right, dude? Like...
You just want to help him. You don't want to run the opposite way. You want to run towards him.
You want to help him. Okay.
Conan the Barbarian.
Yeah, the 2011
Oh my god, I forgot. With
geez.
Aquaman, with fucking Momoa.
Early Jason Momoa, people. So this is before he turned into the Aquaman we know and love today.
Before he became someone who can barely act.
Oh my god.
This was when he could not act at all.
Oh my god. Dude, I know they were trying to go for like a more tan kind of look.
Yeah.
But it was Arnold Schwarzenegger, man. He was just he was an orange.
Yeah.
Man, you couldn't really make him look brown. It's really hard to make an Arnold Schwarzenegger
it was fine.
white as fuck. It was fine.
It was fine for the time. Back then, the less brown, the better.
Now, this one had me heated pretty fucking hard.
This one had you rolling a little bit.
Dude, this one had me rolling. Now, Robin Williams obviously has made a lot of films over his time before he left this earth.
Yes.
Made a lot.
God bless him.
God bless his soul. And God bless his daughter. I hope the best for both. For her, mostly. And their family. I can't forget the family. Because she's like, you're just talking about the daughter? What the hell's wrong with you, you weirdo? I know. Hey, I love the name that he gave for his daughter. I will always... That is a check mark right there. But he came out with a movie in 1997 called Flubber. If you have never seen this movie, for me, fucking loved this movie to fucking death. But apparently this is a reimagination of a 1961 comedy called The Absent-Minded Professor. Never knew that. Now it makes me want to kind of go back and watch that and see what the fuck that dude was
That's all about, yeah.
But I love this movie. I absolutely love Flubber. I don't give a shit. The concept of everything he was doing in the show, he was just a nervous professor who was trying to get some fucking pussy, which he eventually got. Mm-hmm. Which, hey, nerds winning. Yay. I take that as a win.
I would have to watch it again because I honestly haven't seen it since I saw it in theaters as a kid. And I remember hyping it the fuck up because...
Dude, I had it on VHS. You know how many times I sat at home watching this shit?
Dude, I was so excited to see Flubber, and I just remember, like, watching it and being like, what? This is not at all what I wanted. And I left a little disappointed. Because, for one thing, I wanted more Flubber. I wanted more of the green goo guys. The Flubber
characters. Like when they're dancing in the kitchen and shit?
Yeah, I wanted more of that type of shit. And, like you were saying earlier,
how, like
there was that one scene... Yeah, exactly. Those were the money shots for me in the trailer. I was like, I want this. Where is it? And if you watch the film, those are like seconds of the film. You're usually...
That dance thing lasts for like a good 2 minutes.
2 minutes, yeah. I'm exaggerating, of course, but like, it's not the focus of the film. He is the focus, and I didn't go into it even though I loved Robin Williams even back then at that point.
You know,
I wasn't going to see him.
It wasn't even Robin Williams. It was Robin Williams, Flubber, and then his robotic assistant that he has.
Wasn't it a dog? No. It was, it was like a...
I don't remember what.
I don't remember. Yeah, but he did have like I know what
His
you're
little
talking about,
robot assistant. It was like kind of like his kid almost in a weird
yeah. Mhm.
kind of sensical way.
Yeah.
But it was the interaction between all three of them. It was fucking hilarious. I laugh at that still to this day.
It was. No, I had a good time with it, but it just wasn't what I wanted.
And they had this one ranked at 11. I don't agree with that. I really don't. I think there could have been some other ones.
Ooh, yeah, we've passed some pretty naughty
Yeah, we
ones.
passed some pretty bad ones,
Yeah.
but this one's ranked 11.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done that.
There's one scene that people need to go watch. It's like one of the very last scenes, and I told you about this one.
Yeah.
It's where Flubber goes down one of like the henchman's body, like goes all the way through his intestine. He's just like, actually no. It's the Shooter McGavin dude. I can't remember what the fuck his name is, but it's that guy.
Yeah, yeah.
And he goes all the way through his body, and he's like, oh, cold, mommy. And he shoots Flubber out of his asshole.
Yes.
Fucking flies around
Again.
and pass over.
That's
passes
the shit
out.
that I wanted.
Oh,
I wanted
my God.
nothing but a movie of that. But that, unfortunately, there had to be a story. And I did not want to sit there.
There had to be a story, but you know what? I'm happy that Robin Williams, a nerd, got fucking pussy and he drives away with his wife in his flying car.
He got
awesome.
He got pussy sitting in his house all day making green goo. You got to give it up for that.
And trying to make white guys jump in basketball.
Yeah.
And yes, it's a part of the story. He puts on like these little, what would you call them? Like little tablets, kind of like little sticky, like little stickers on the bottom of these basketball. I think it's at the college he works at to make them play better.
Yeah.
And it was fucking hilarious to see the white dude, like even some of the black guys jumping and being like, oh,
Yeah.
holy shit, I got hops! Oh my god!
The realization of like, I got some skills.
And then he put some stuff on the ball that would make it like super bouncy, so he's sitting there with the white dude just, and the dude's sitting there like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love that movie. Holy shit. Fame? I don't think I actually watched this.
No. Didn't care. Is this a musical? I mean, I like musicals, but like, so they can't just be like, it can't be a musical about a bunch of people
Hey, it's a musical!
wanting to be singers.
It can't be High School Musical.
Yeah, I mean, I watched that at the time, but yeah, like now I totally agree with you.
Dude,
like,
I
can't sit through shit like
Dude,
that anymore.
when it first came out,
if it's a
I
musical, it can't be about musicians. It can't be about people who are trying, like this, trying to get fame.
I just couldn't
can't.
take High School Musical because I watched Disney forever, and then they started going for a route of like a lot of singing and blah blah.
Yeah.
And then the whole concept of the thing is like, oh, you can't be in a musical because you're a basketball player. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck kind of concept is this?
It doesn't play today.
You can do both. I knew plenty of people who did both.
It was already a stretch at the time.
It was a huge
that some
stretch.
basketball player couldn't sing. It was kind of like a hobo. It was a hobo. It was a
homophobic.
It was a homophobic theme.
Oh, it was super homophobic. And then they had fucking bitchy white chick. She's like all rich and shit. And her brother's prissy too. And I honestly sat there.
Borderline gay.
Yeah, borderline gay. But I'm kind of sitting there like, do those two fuck? Do they do stuff like off screen when nobody's like paying attention? Is that like their little back thing that they have? That's why they're so prissy towards everybody else.
Oh my god, I hope so. I hope that's headcanon now. That happened. Sharpay and her brother fuck.
Oh my god. Okay, they have what is it, Poltergeist number 9 on this list. I can kind of agree. I wouldn't say it was that bad.
Oh, so you did see it?
I did see it. I saw the remake, but I will still take the 1982 film.
Yeah, the remake was surprisingly it was like a horror movie for kids.
It really was.
It was like an episode of Goosebumps.
Right, but it wasn't as raunchy and like some of the stuff in the old one.
Yeah, like they didn't have no scene where that one dude's picking his face in the
picking his face off and shit.
They didn't have anything like that.
No, and it's just like I guess. It's kind of like you saw The Woman in Black. You know what I mean? Like you saw that one. It was like it didn't scare you with gore. It just really jump scared the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Which I love The Woman in Black actually.
Yeah.
I actually thoroughly enjoyed that movie. Because I got to see Harry Potter do something else besides be Harry Potter.
Right.
Now this one can very much agree. They have this one at 8. I probably put this one up at the top of top 5. And again, love you, Jack Black. I love Tenacious D. I love everything you do. I love your YouTube, by the way, too. But this movie just did not hit with me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And, first of all, what Gulliver's Travels dude's going to be wearing fucking Converse? Please explain that one to me. I don't I don't
Again,
get
this
it.
is another case of a story of its time. Like, kids are not into Gulliver's Travels. Kids are not into the idea of little people out there that they caught this big man, big life-size man that are like us, and how there's a world out there full of little people.
You know what was my first thought when I saw him on the ground? Was this. How the fuck can he not get up?
I know, look at that belly.
Like, look at that, man. There's no way.
It's protruding out of those ropes.
There's no way these tiny people could keep you down that much with their tiny little ropes. There's no way. Again, I know it's fantasy, but
it was
still.
a lame excuse to make the film. It's like,
And
hey,
put Jack Black in it.
Yeah, but this was around the time that he was supposed to be Green Lantern.
Jack Black?
Yeah, and then
No.
and then
I'm sorry.
they were gonna make it a space comedy, and then yeah.
So do the same thing they did with fucking Star Wars and make Spaceballs.
Yeah, pretty much. And then somehow it got in the lap of Ryan Reynolds, and then I think that's how. And then I think he just moved on from that to this. Because that was like.
Actually, now thinking of it, I probably would have rather. Well, no.
It would have been different. It would have been like. It would have.
I say that.
It would have been better than the Green Lantern we have now.
But I say that in this way. Let's say that did happen. Let's say he did become the Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds did get it. Would Ryan Reynolds be
Deadpool?
today?
Yeah, that's the thing I wonder too, because that Deadpool was also in the works around that time. He was trying to get that off the ground.
Yeah. But this is back in 2010, though.
Yeah,
Nobody's going to go for it.
And that was the same year that I read the script, and I was like, dude, if they make this movie, it's going to be the greatest superhero film of all time. And they pretty much did make that movie. They had to cut a lot of stuff out due to like budget reasons and like respect reasons, because there was like this ongoing.
Because they brought Deadpool into one of the Wolverine movies, remember?
Yeah.
And he's that Baraka-looking fuck with no mouth, and I'm like, and that was played by Ryan Reynolds as well.
Yeah, because he was supposed to. Yeah, because then the Deadpool movie was supposed to come out the year after that.
Nobody wanted that.
But yeah, they were worried because of the reception that he got. But there was this ongoing joke in their original script where you know the Deadpool, the actual Deadpool, where they had like lists of like who, they all bet on who would die. Wade had Amy Winehouse. And throughout the film, they would cut to Amy Winehouse, like, having near-death experiences. like, just, like, stumbling drunk into the street and, like, barely missing a car.
Oh, my God. That's around the time she died, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's why it's not in the film that we know now as Deadpool. But, like, yeah.
Oh, my God. I actually would have loved that.
Me too. And then,
Are you kidding me?
And then, unfortunately, she died, so they couldn't
Right.
do that.
Maybe that was a sign. If they had
if
they had brought out that movie, would that have been a sign for her death?
Dude, that would be... Fuck. I didn't even think about it that way.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a premonition of like, oh, she might die, she might die.
The thing about Amy Winehouse is like, she was dying before our eyes, and we all just laughed. We all just made it a joke because she looked funny, but it was like what was happening to her was really serious. And it's we do the same thing with like a Lindsay Lohan or
that's why
something.
she joined the 27 Club.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know? But that's why you see with all of those 27 Club people, what is the biggest factor? They have something that they're hiding. They don't tell anybody.
Yeah, they deal with depression because of that.
Yes, and then they eventually fucking die.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, now granted, the worst one, again, in my opinion, is fucking Kurt Cobain blowing his fucking brains out. Yeah. But like I said, I will also sit there and stand up like, he didn't try to get help. That's the thing.
That's why, I had to grow with that too. Because growing up, knowing that about Nirvana, I was like, man, that sucks. Like, imagine where they would be today, or maybe I don't want to imagine. Maybe. But then you go, but still, that's still a life that we lost. And then I got to a point where I was like, you know what? Fuck him, dude. That's what he did. That was his choice. He had plenty of people around him who loved him and would have been there for him if he just, went to them. But no, he just trapped himself into feeling,
And now we got the Foo Fighters.
And now we cannot stop Dave Grohl from singing Everlong for the
all
love
the
of
fucking
God.
time. Okay, so now this one, we did look at this list before we started, but this one had me fucking rolling because it's supposed to be a horror movie. Apparently, it's called The Haunting. Netflix series has got it, which is isn't it The Haunting? The Haunting of the Hill.
Hill?
Yeah, The Haunting of the Hill, which
the
is
Hill House.
Yeah, which is based off of this.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Or actually, I mean, it might be based off of something else, but it's definitely from this. Now, in the picture I'm looking at here of Owen Wilson, and the whole cast is, they assume, looking at whatever the fuck they're looking at. Owen Wilson's got the weirdest looking poop face on him. He doesn't look terrified. He looks like, wow, look at that. Like, literally, Wow.
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 It's
And then
pretty
you got
cool.
Liam Neeson back here, just looking all menacing and just like, oh fuck me, I gotta go kill this thing now. Great. And then you got Catherine Zeta-Jones over here with just resting bitch face, just like.
They all look lost. They all look like they're looking for the bathroom.
And the one character in this shot that actually looks somewhat terrified, they don't even mention in this post. They don't even mention who this is in this post. And she looks the most terrified.
And the most dedicated actress in this shot
Pretty much.
is nameless.
Is nameless. I have never even seen this, but if it looks like this, I don't think I'd go and watch it. That's just me. I don't think I'd go and watch it. But Psycho, it was alright. I don't know. I mean, from what I remember, it wasn't that good. And I saw it when I was young, and I hated this movie. So it just didn't. I don't know. It just didn't resonate with me. It was like number 6. Wicker Man.
Not the bees!
This one with Nicolas Cage is ranked 5, and I can very much understand that. I've heard nobody who's watched this film say anything good about it. Now, don't get me wrong. Him playing in the movie is fine. It's like the last 5 minutes when he actually is burning. Spoiler alert. He gets burned in this giant humanoid Wicker Man, literally. And all you hear at the very end is, ah! Ah! He's just screaming for like the next 5 minutes. They don't even pan away from it. You just
literally
hear...
till the credits.
Till the credits, you hear him yelling and saying, "Oh God, I'm burning alive!" Ah! It's like, yes, we get that.
I don't understand what you people are talking about. This is one of the greatest films of all time.
See Nicolas Cage's performance.
Dude.
Spot on.
Oh my God, that is an Oscar-worthy performance. Who else could yell and scream that much consecutively and not, like, get their throat dry or nothing? Or, like, he's just, like, there gets a point where he's just speaking, like, he's saying little nothings. He's just, like, just screaming little nothing words.
Brother.
Like,
Fuck
I'm like, oh my fucking word.
and then we got Ghost Rider, and then, yeah. First Ghost
The man
Rider was bad.
is an artist.
He's an artist. This one I did not know was a remake, but I can also see why it was very bad, just because it just was a bad movie in general. The Shaggy Dog with Tim Allen in 2006. If you guys remember this glorious piece of cinema, you can it's literally a dad who gets turned into a dog and he goes to protect his kid while he figures out how to not become a dog anymore. It's like an Adam Sandler film without him being in it. Or a Rob Schneider film without him being in it.
What's so funny is that I would never see this film. I remember when this came out and I avoided it like the plague. But hearing you describe it like that makes me want to see it. I don't know why. Just because you were able to sum it up so well.
I mean, that's pretty much what it is. I got that from the fucking previews when I watched it. Like, the fucking minute 30. It's like,
yeah.
oh, look, Dad turned into a dog. He wants to protect his daughter still. Oh, there's this random dog that pops up after the dad goes away. Oh, God, there's no connection there? None at all. No. No, it's not like the dad went missing like a day ago and this dog pops up out of nowhere.
Oh, my God, dude, that's essentially it.
It literally is what this movie's about. But this was based off of a 1959 live-action film called The Shaggy Dog, same thing. Now, what I assume is that it wasn't that good in 1959. I have not gone and actually watched the old one, but I would have to assume it wasn't all that good. If it took them 50 years to try to make a remake,
Yeah.
it could have been that good.
Must not have been fondly remembered.
And poor Tim Allen. This is around the time where he started trying to do a bunch of kids' movies.
This is around the time what was it, Wild Hogs?
Yeah.
Tim Allen was trying, man.
He was trying. I
He
can't
was
knock
trying.
him for that. He was trying, but
He's
just
trying
like...
to prove he's more than just Home Improvement or Buzz Lightyear.
Or Santa Claus.
I can't believe I forgot. He's fucking Santa Claus.
You know what's funny? I actually loved all of those. I actually liked Tim Allen being Santa Claus. I don't know why. It was just his kind of humor. It just made me want to watch Santa Claus.
Yeah, that's why I'm surprised I forgot.
This shit was fucking funny. Swept Away. I've never even seen this movie, but apparently it's got the lead from fucking Walking Dead in it. I assume that's him. I don't know the actors all that well.
Never heard of it.
Nope. It's based off some Italian films, so that's probably why nobody's fucking heard of it. From 1974, The Fog. Oh, who does not remember The Fog from 2005? You know, when I heard The Fog, I didn't expect it to be what it turned out to be, which is literally, oh, it's a fog with a bunch of ghosts in it. When I think of like a fog rolling in, I think of, oh, there might be some giant monsters in there, or there'd be like zombies running around. I would have taken that.
Like The Mist?
Yeah, I would have taken that. Because that's fucking terrifying. You literally can't see what the fuck's eating you. Not, oh, it's all fucking foggy out here. Because it's all ghosts. The fuck?
They're like, ooh.
And
Ooh, you can't see through us.
No, we're thick as fuck.
I mean, barely.
And starring Tom Welling, who, if you don't know who that is Smallville Superman.
Superman.
Yep, Smallville Superman.
Superboy.
Before he became Superman, he was in The Fog. The fondly remembered film, The Fog, which got him his Smallville role.
This was during.
Oh, this was during.
Yeah, the Smallville was like 2001 or 2.
Is it 2001?
Or
Okay.
like 2 or something like that.
Something like that. So I guess he was trying to encapsulate, oh yeah, I'm fucking Smallville Superman.
I'm not just your Superman.
I'm in the fog,
I'm your
Superman.
fog man.
I'm your fog man. And then this one, which this is number 1 on the list, I had no idea this was even a movie. And if somebody has seen it out there, please tell me how it was, because I really don't know. It's called Rollerball. Now, if you can take a wild guess what Rollerball is about, I'm about to tell you. Rollerball, based on the 1975 science fiction film of the same name, Rollerball, took place in modern setting, featured a violent, bloody sport, and sometimes turned deadly.
I must see this film. I mean, just this still shot is just—it's.
All right, like he's got a bandage over his fucking eyeball.
It looks like my kind of film.
With this Russian chick over here, who's like, I know this kid. I know how to play this game.
Yeah, dude, this is so my flick.
Critics trash Rollerball with many reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. The film has a crumbling 3% rating, partially for being an awful mess that was too violent. This did not understand. I would have thought the violence in it would have boosted it up a little bit. You know, like a movie who's that bad, but it's got good violence. Okay. Audiences scratched their head trying to figure out the story because it made no sense. What was the plot? Or the point? No one knows. It's pretty much what they said about this film.
It's number 1 on my must-see list. I'm watching it tonight.
You're gonna go find a fucking copy of Rollerball and just like, yeah, what was all the hubbub about? Okay, so now still staying on the topics of movies. Everybody knows that the Joker's out. The creepy-ass Joaquin Phoenix.
Dude, he's going... I'm telling you, I saw the film. I'm telling you. I'm calling it now. He's going to win Best Actor. I don't care. I will write an angry letter.
To the Academy. Fuck you, Academy. This says it technically broke 6 records, with the last 2 just kind of being... They're not really record breakers. It's more of personal achievement by the 2 actors in the movie.
No, director and actor.
Director and actor, my bad. Yeah. Either way. But the 4 that it did break were the highest October opening day of all time, which is obvious.
Was last belonged to Venom.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, Venom really was the number 1 October?
Yeah.
Wow, that's kind of amazing because I heard nothing but negative reviews about Venom.
But October,
and I saw it too. It wasn't that bad.
But October's not really that big of a month for movies, so now like these movies, now that they're starting to like drop these really big movies in October, now they're starting to break records. Because like usually like a small like horror film comes out.
Yeah.
That not really everyone goes and sees, but
yeah.
It's not the Joker. that's fucking that's not even nationwide. That's fucking globe.
Yeah, this is global.
And everybody saw this fucking movie.
The second one is highest October domestic opening weekend of all time. So, like, this is all time. Which, again, if there wasn't that many movies made out, that makes sense. But, highest global October opening weekend of all time, obviously. And then, it also fucking broke records at IMAX. Which, how many times do you hear a movie actually breaking movie records?
For October or just in general?
Highest October IMAX opening.
Okay, I was going to say, because there's a lot of fucking...
Oh, yeah. But then the other 2 things it lists are biggest opening in Todd Phillips' career, the director, and then Obviously, biggest opening in Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, that goes without saying. 'Cause
Yeah.
before that, I'd say maybe the biggest film for Joaquin maybe was Walk the Line, and for Todd Phillips, I think would be The Hangover.
Probably, because that was the last thing that he really did that everybody watched.
Everybody saw, yeah.
But from what I understand with this movie, because again, I have not gone and seen it. Gene over here has seen it. At least from what I got, this is exactly what I want for just comic book movies in general. Because this is its own standalone thing. Sorry, Jared Leto, your Joker sucks ass. I'm sorry. I love you in 30 Seconds to Mars. You're a cool dude. Your Joker sucked ass. Okay? I'm sorry. It did. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It was not that good. Joaquin Phoenix blows you out of the fucking water, and I haven't even seen the fucking movie yet. Alright? So,
yeah, you
take that as you must. But, this is the darker side of comics that people don't know about. This is the stuff that why nerds got so into it back in the 70s,
yes.
80s. This is exactly why, because these were stories that nobody knew. These were stories being made by the comic book writers. And I mean, this is pretty close, if not really close, at least from what I've seen from the storyline. This is closest to the actual Joker line, because it was his wife who was pregnant. At least in the comic books it was.
I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the Killing Joke, and yeah, the Killing. They
and that's what a rendition of this is.
They took not necessarily. They do have certain small little elements from that, only in the fact that he's a struggling comedian.
And it's his mom, I think, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what.
But again, it's nothing like.
But they're taking parts from other.
I thought
stuff.
I'm just telling you that now because I thought the same thing when I saw the trailer. I was like, oh, it's the Killing Joke, except instead of a wife, it's a sick mom. Okay, cool, got that. Oh, he's still a comedian. Okay, so yeah, so. This is when they said that they really were just making their own Joker and they were making their own origin story for a Joker. They really did that. They didn't really. There's nothing really comic book
and that's good
like this, and it's good. Yeah, it's really good.
It's good, but that's what they need to start doing with more films. Like DC, especially. DC has been falling off the earth when it comes to movies. I'm sorry. Superman versus Batman.
I have no idea what you're referring to. But that movie fucking destroyed my fandom for a little bit because I brought my girlfriend with me. I went with my girlfriend and her friend. I got us all I got us like a cool sweet deal with these tickets. We were going in for like half the price, and we're strapping in, and it's IMAX, and the movie's about to start, and I fucking whisper in her ear. I say, baby, I just want to say, thank you for coming with me. This is like the greatest moment of my life, or like this is something I've always dreamed about, or something like that. And to which she whispered in my ear, "That's totally gay." And I was like, you might be right, but just you wait. You wait. I'm like, you'll see why I'm so enthusiastic right now. And man, was that movie just like I was just sitting there the whole time, like,
kill me.
I told this woman that this is the greatest day of my life. Or that I've been dreaming about this all my life or some shit, and this movie is not showing her why I love these characters. But yeah.
Steve Irwin.
He is gone, children.
He is very much gone.
He is gone.
And if you grew up watching him like I did, oh my god. He made nature fun!
His son is keeping with the legacy, though.
Yeah, his son and his daughter both.
Yeah, but his son is more out there than she is.
Oh, very much so. He looks exactly like him. Mm-hmm. It's fucking creepy, obviously. I mean, granted, it's his son, but... It's like a more clean-cut version, you know what I mean? Like, he's not so quirky.
Yeah, and he doesn't have the wild hair.
No, it's like all prim and prom and all.
Flash house and gold-plated dunny for me. Absolutely no good at all. I've been put on this planet to protect wildlife and wilderness areas, which in essence is going to help humanity. I want to have the purest oceans. I want to be able to drink water straight out of that creek. I want to save the world.
You know, it's still that ironic thing where... He was cool, and you would have thought that a crocodile was going to be the thing that killed him. But nope! A bitch-ass stingray had to come up and be like, "Nah, let's take away this childhood conservationist away from the world. fuck them, fuck conservation. I'm a living, breathing animal. Fuck you, Steve Irwin." But it was, I miss him so much. But... He literally made it cool to be like, hey, we should probably protect this planet. You know what I mean? Like, the stuff on it, the fucking things that live on it, They were here way before we were.
No, yeah, dude. Like, I really like him and like Mr. Rogers and like all kinds of people. Like, are like voices that I've really cherished and like really like it really like it's striking to know like we're never going to get those kind of people
No.
ever. They were one of a kind. Like with him, like he showed me as a youngin that yeah, even something as scary and as a fucking crocodile can be like
It's gonna be cool.
you can approach them.
Yeah. But it was also just an appreciation.
But even if you can't approach them, be safe and respect animal life. And I just thought that was awesome.
You know, what was the one thing that he couldn't make not look scary still? Sharks. And I don't know, maybe it's just me. Sharks terrify the absolute shit out of me. They're cool as fuck animals. Don't get me wrong. They're cool as hell. But they terrify the fuck out of me. I mean, literally, a bull shark can literally go in fresh water. I mean, you find in the Mississippi and all that stuff. That's terrifying as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's like, that thing can get up to, I think it's 10 feet long. Now, imagine if a great white shark could do that and go into fresh water and just swim around in fresh water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
No, sir.
Fuck that to all hell. That is bullshit.
But, kids these days, they got Coyote Peterson, and he's pretty cool. And, like, he's like a mix of, like, Steve Irwin and, like, a jackass, because he'll fucking...
Peterson, I don't think I've ever heard of this dude.
Really? Oh,
no.
Dude.
Okay, I'm gonna look this dude up.
He's great. Brave Wilderness is their YouTube channel. And it's, like, a legit, like, it's just like Steve Irwin, but, like, on YouTube. But it's, like, the same, like, production quality. It's, like, a legit, like, a PBS type show.
There he is.
And yeah, he's Coyote Peterson. He's like this dude with this like cowboy hat or something, and he's like,
oh, this dude?
Yeah. and he does this thing. This is why I said he's like Steve Irwin.
He looks like a clean cut Ari Shaffir.
If Steve Irwin was like a jackass, because like he does these things where he'll deliberately get like stung by something to show people like the effects.
I hope he doesn't do it to an actual fucking venomous thing.
Oh, dude, he's done with so many like.
That's fucking hilarious.
See right there, stung by execution. He has like a list that he wants to hit, and he's hit like most of them.
Oh, I think I did hear about this. Okay, all right, yeah, that's fucking.
But yeah,
holy shit! Look at the size of his lip.
Yeah, that's when those are bees. Bees stung his lips.
Oh my god! Why would you subject yourself to this shit?
Again, he just wants to do it as educational purposes.
Apparently,
I don't see how you get educated by him going through the pain. But hey, if he wants to do it, hey.
This is fucking great.
But yeah, Brave Wilderness is the YouTube page. It's great. They're like 10, maybe 15-minute videos of like, and they're always doing something cool and interesting with animals. They always take you to like these cool places around the world, and it's great.
That's
and
hilarious.
oh,
there it is. There's a bee thing right there.
Yeah.
3,000 bees attack his face during.
Yeah.
God, Jesus Christ, fuck that.
Yeah, sometimes they'll do crazy shit like that. They'll do like a challenge or something. Sometimes they'll check out like the delicacies of that area. It's really cool. It's a cool program.
You know what was the most bullshit thing in school? I found out that Tasmanian devils or Tasmanian whatever the animal was exist. I actually found out they were a thing in Madagascar, and I went and told my teacher, and she was like, "Those don't exist. What are you talking about?" I'm like, "I just saw it last night on an educational film. How the fuck are you going to tell me it does not exist?
Right.
The hell is wrong with you?"
I remember being a kid and finding out that hedgehogs were real, but they weren't blue. I was so pissed.
Gotta go fast!
Yeah, or that too. They don't go really fast.
Or they're not a coyote with 2 legs named miles per hour.
Yeah.
You know what that fucking means? Miles per fucking hour.
Yeah.
Oh my fuck. Every time I tell somebody that, and I'm like, do you know what Tails' name is? They're like, wait, Tails has a name? I'm like, yeah, it's miles per hour.
Yeah.
And then they'll give me that look real quick, and I'm like, yes, it's exactly what you think it is. Yes, it's miles per hour.
It's Sega. What do you expect?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, I think that is that actual?
Yeah.
You literally put leech. Okay,
Yeah.
Okay. This is like on the borderline between this is Steve Irwin, but he's also fucking.
That's what I was saying. It's like Jackass mixed with the crocodile hunter.
God. I would not. I don't care. I wouldn't subject myself to being fucking. He's nose to nose with a fucking badger. Yeah, just go look up fucking Coyote Peterson on fucking Google. You can see all these pictures. They're fucking hilarious. Oh my god. Some of them are terrifying. Like,
and he's got like this real soft, high-pitched voice too. He's like, "Hi guys, it's Coyote Peterson."
oh my god. It almost sounds like he's a pedophile.
Kind of.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he talks like he's just like there's nothing but kids watching, but then he'll do crazy shit like that where he's like enduring pain. So it'll start with like him going like, "Hey guys, this is what we're gonna do today. All right, so here we go, let's go." And then next you know, cut to oh god, okay guys, okay I gotta go get these bee stings looked at, but hey, I'll see you on the next adventure.
If I don't die and collapse in the hospital.
Remember, stay wild, stay brave.
Stay wild.
That's like his
Stay
sign-off.
wild, stay brave.
Yeah, that's like his sign-off. It's like, stay wild, stay brave, and we'll see you on the next adventure.
Okay. Now, moving on. There was something that I saw that I actually will want to see. If you guys want to look up a good comedian that is not here anymore, go look up Ralphie May.
Please.
He is one of the funniest fucking comedians I have seen.
Just naturally funny guy.
Naturally fucking funny. And yes, you can make the joke right away. Ooh, he's fat. Yes, he fucking is.
That's why he's naturally funny, because he had to build that thick skin of having a sense of humor.
But there is a documentary that is coming out calling "What's Eating Ralphie May," and this documents the last couple years of Ralphie May's life and how much, like, apparently he literally felt like a monster. You know, like he felt like he was never really socially accepted for his whole time being in comedy and shit. Which, you know, I mean, like he's got kids too. He has 2 kids. He left 2 kids anyways. I mean, not because he killed himself, because I'm pretty sure it was of organ failure of some kind. You know, and he's like he couldn't feel at home in the first place he lived. Then he couldn't feel at home in Los Angeles, and, you know, just New York.
Mm-hmm.
Like every place he lived, apparently he just couldn't take it. And it's sad to see, because the last time I actually saw anything of his, it was fucking funny. I loved Ralphie May.
Yeah, there's nothing I've seen of his that hasn't made me laugh.
You know, but like, at least from the trailer that we saw, you saw how young he was and how much he still looked like that.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure that's something that sat with him for his whole life, obviously. You know, like, just to go through that, and I've been there where, like, you know, I've felt overweight, I feel, you know, I don't feel accepted because of the way I look and shit. I felt that way.
And it's sad because you can see it in his eyes in this, where they cut to, like, him being interviewed and stuff, but you can see it in his eyes, like, you could tell that, like, he's like, I have all this success, but I'm not happy. I have this beautiful family, but I'm not happy. Like, what is it? And that's what it was, a disease, you know?
He said he was tired. That was like the last thing he said on this.
Yeah, those weren't what I just said wasn't his words. I was just saying, like, that's where his eyes were saying to me. Like, he's just like,
tired.
I'm so tired of not just fucking
being accepted.
I'm tired of feeling this way.
And, like, apparently, like, I think he had an eating disorder, if I'm not mistaken.
He might have.
You know, because, like,
I know he lost some weight, like not like a huge amount, but like he lost some weight, then like I'm pretty sure he gained more.
That's one of the things, like, with good comedy, especially with, like, comics, older, you know, just good comics.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the times they've gone through some fucked up shit. You know what I mean? Like, they've gone through it.
Yeah.
Richard Pryor is a good example. He went fucking through it.
Yeah.
Fucking, again, Bill Hicks, he died of fucking cancer. Nobody knew he had it until, like, his very last special, which he did in England, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
It was, like, his last special. And then, you know, a couple years after that, he died of cancer, you know, and just, it was another one. Greg Giraldo. Greg Giraldo was fucking hilarious as hell.
Yeah.
Had a huge drug problem that, I mean, apparently people... You could tell because he did a lot of drugs and shit, but he ultimately ended up dying.
Yeah.
You know, and he literally became a stand-up roast host.
Yeah.
And then the first year that he wasn't, I was like, what the fuck's going on? You know, I mean, even if you really want to dive that deep, Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby's another one. He was doing fucked up shit for years. Nobody knew because he's Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
Now look at him.
Yeah.
You know,
he's gonna die in prison.
He'll die in prison. The only one I'll say will have the exception to that is fucking Louis C.K. Because I am sorry, I agree wholeheartedly with this. If the chick who said that she heard him jacking off over the fucking phone is a thing, hang up the goddamn phone.
Yeah, well, that's the thing too. Is like, I'm not gonna lie. When all this shit came out, it was like a little like, oh, it rubbed me the wrong way. I mean, as it would. But you know, now that it's been like a year or so, I've gotten to the point where like I really thought it over, and it's like, you know what? They were adults, and he maybe not necessarily got full consent, but he made it clear and known what he was doing. Like Sarah Silverman would say, like, yeah, he told me, you know, hey, I'm gonna whip out my dick and start jacking off. Is that cool? And you can like sit there and watch. And she was like, yeah. And I totally just sat there and watched, and it was cool. We were just two adults, and it was no big deal.
Too.
Yeah. But it's like, that's what he always did. Whenever if they were in the room, he'd let them know, hey, I'm about to whip my dick out.
Yeah.
And so the one on the phone, it's like, yeah, she must have known that, you know, it wasn't like something that like was out of the blue. Like that she knew that Louis likes to do that. She just wanted to use that against him.
And if you didn't like it, hang up the fucking phone.
Yeah, that's
you
why
have every
it wasn't
opportunity.
a problem. Yeah, that's why it wasn't a problem at that time. But then who knows what happened between them, and she wanted to, you know, she wanted to put dirt on his name.
You know, and I hear he is actually doing clubs and stuff now. He's actually going around and doing comedy, comedy clubs and stuff. Not doing anything big.
Yeah, just testing out material.
That's fine. I would love to go see him. Contrary to popular belief, dude was just jacking off in front of people. There's much worse than he could have fucking done. He could have done it on stage, whipped his dick out, and been like, ha ha! Now you all gotta see it. Now you all gotta witness it. Wait for it. Ah! He could have done that.
Wait, don't laugh. Don't laugh.
He could have done that. It would have been 10 times worse.
Yeah, he didn't rape anybody. He wasn't no like Harvey Weinstein where he like fucking like forced himself.
Come here, you're gonna be the next Batman. Come here. You know, like it's just one of those things where I feel like it's just sensitive. People are just way too fucking sensitive to this shit. They really are. Like, you don't think that this stuff didn't happen in the 80s, and the 70s.
It's been happening.
It's been happening forever.
Yeah.
Once you get a taste of Hollywood, I mean, everything gets magnified.
And that's the thing I hate. And that's the thing that is so irritating with it, is because everybody knew about Cosby. Everybody knew about Harvey Weinstein. Everybody.
And they just never did anything.
And people even pulled up clips of like celebrities like years and years ago, like throughout history, like throwing little shade at Weinstein on like a red carpet or something. Like, I don't remember, I saw one where this one actress, I don't remember who it was, but she was like saying how like, yeah, that shit sucks, like ending up drunk at a Harvey Weinstein party or something like that.
And that would always be the joke.
Yeah, it was clearly something that people knew. So it's just like, yeah.
And they never investigated it until, recently.
Yeah.
You know
people were just afraid to lose their careers, but it's like...
Which is fucking dumb.
Why
would you let that happen just to make your career
just
go
to
far?
then have it go on for so long, then to just finally let it all out, when you could have let it out after the first time you got word of it. Like,
seriously. I mean, look at what happened with fucking Kevin Spacey. You know what I mean? Like, didn't that shit happen like years ago?
Yeah.
When it happened?
Yeah, the guy said he was like 14 at the time or something like that.
Yeah.
And he's like easily.
And now we don't have House of Cards anymore. Fucking thanks a lot. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Although it was a good show. I did love House of Cards. But yeah, that was so long ago. He was drunk. I'm sure anybody drunk and there's a fucking 14-year-old kid there. First of all, how did the fucking 14-year-old kid get in there? You know what I mean? How the fuck did he get in there?
Another issue people had with it was like he used that to come out that he was gay. Like, people were approaching him with these allegations like, hey, yeah, this dude, this guy said that you touched him when he was like 14. What's the deal with that? Oh, yeah, didn't I mention I was gay? No, wait,
Whoa, what? Throwing a curveball here, so we don't know about that.
Hold on. Okay, good for you. This is not a coming out party, though. We want to know if you touched this young man. I don't know. He's a fucking...
Oh, my God.
I wasn't shocked to hear he was gay, though. I was like...
Yeah. I mean, I'm not shocked to hear anybody's gay at this point. It's just like... You know what I mean?
Just came out recently, like, that Richard Pryor and the guy that played the Godfather in The Godfather, that the two of them had like some sexual...
Gay relations?
Yeah, some sexual thing going on. I don't know who was the top or the bottom, but yeah, they had something. And it's like, oh...
I'd probably say Richard.
Yeah. But it's like, oh, okay, well, damn. I mean, shit. I mean, what we hear that today, and it's like, yeah, I mean, shit, they were partying. You know, like, that was the thing to
Who
do.
doesn't get gay when you party a bunch and you see each other all the fucking
That
time?
was the thing to do those days. You do a line of coke and you go fucking and
Suck a dude's dick over
Yeah,
there?
It's
Yeah.
just the thing to do on a fucking Saturday night. But, I mean, it's not like I'm going to stop watching The Godfather or stop
No.
watching Richard Pryor. Like, oh, you
Although
know,
I'll have
those
the
two
image,
found each other.
I'll have the image of like when it's like waist below, it's like Richard Pryor underneath the fucking table.
Oh,
just
God.
giving-
I can't even. I'm not even. Oh, shit.
Oh,
All right.
it
Well,
was dark.
let's
It was
move
dark.
on to the segment, Yesterdays of Yesteryears. Years.
I was trying to do a drum roll, but that was really bad.
Okay.
We need a machine for that.
Today is October 13th. So, the most eventful things throughout history that have happened on October 13th. Are you ready for this?
Actually, I do have one.
Oh, you do?
I do. I don't know if it's on here,
Okay.
but there's one. Johnny Cash actually got put into the Country Hall of Fame on October 13th. Country Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Well, how'd he do?
Woo!
All right, so yeah, there was that. You know, we got Johnny Cash inducted in the Hall of Fame. Why the fuck not? And then in 2012, Mauritanian. Excuse me, guys. Mauritanian. What do you think, BJ?
Yeah, it looks like Mauritanian.
Let's go with Mauritanian.
I'm gonna guess this is in the Middle East.
President. The Mauritanian president injured. Mohammed. Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah.
Mohammed Abdel Aziz was shot at and injured. Official reports suggest that he was mistakenly shot by the military.
Shocker!
That's not embarrassing.
No, it's not. Another great thing to chalk up to the American Army. Woo!
Then 2010, October 13th, the Chilean miners rescued the last of the miners. I remember this too.
Yeah.
The last of them, the last of the miners trapped in the San Jose copper gold mine in Chile were rescued after 69 days. The ordeal began on August 5th, 2010, when the walls of the 121-year-old mine collapsed and trapped 33 miners. All of the miners were rescued safely by the Chilean government with the help of the international community, because peace and love gets
You would think those
things
people out
done.
in West Virginia would have fucking followed suit. I'm just saying, like, fuck, I'm pretty sure they still have coal mines out there in West Virginia. If there's anybody out there who lives in West Virginia and that's not the case, please tell me, but I've heard nothing different to speak of otherwise. It's how people say out here in Nebraska there's nothing out here. Well, that's what we hear about you guys in West Virginia, okay? So.
Here's a fun fact. In 1958, October 13th, Paddington Bear makes his debut.
1958, goddamn.
The popular children's literature character first appeared in English author Michael Bond's illustrated book, A Bear Called Paddington. Paddington is a polite Peruvian spectacle bear with a special fondness for marmalade. The success of the first book was followed by 20 more books featuring the lovable bear in a successful toy franchise.
Did you ever try to eat fucking marmalade before?
It's fucking gross. It's like combining jam and jelly whilst also taking like the excess fruit of those things that and it's the worst. It's not for me.
I tried, dude. It felt like I was gonna get diabetes.
It's
like it really did.
It's totally
It's like, oh, you got type 2 now. I'm like, god damn it, shit.
It's totally an English thing, not for me.
Oh Jesus.
Then 1792, October 13th, the construction of the White House begins.
Oh wow.
That's eventful. The office and residence of the President of the United States was designed by Irish architect James. Geez, the French made the Statue of Liberty. Now the Irish made the fucking White House.
Takes everything, dude. Come on now.
Can't argue with that. By Irish architect James Hoban. It took 8 years for it to become livable, and President John Adams became the first president to occupy the building on November 1st, 1800.
You know, wouldn't you have thought they would have made that when George Washington was alive? He was the first fucking president.
I know. What did he get? A fucking log cabin?
Oh, he probably did. He probably did.
And,
oh yeah, look, there's the white cabin over there.
and finally, 1773. Damn, that's a long time ago. October 13th.
Feel old now?
First spiral galaxy discovered. Wherever the fuck that is. What's a spiral? Oh, I guess, well, yeah. Well, I guess Milky Way would be a spiral galaxy too, right?
Yes, I think so.
French astronomer Charles Messier discovered the Whirlpool Galaxy, also known as Monsieur 51A. The galaxy is about...
You have to put it with that little inflection on there.
Oui, oui.
Oui, oui.
Bonjour. The galaxy is about 30 million light years from Earth. Well, shit, how the fuck did he see it?
I didn't see. That's a good question.
1773. What the fuck kind of technology you got? A spiral galaxy is a type of galaxy where stars, gases, and other cosmic dust particles rotate or revolve in a spiral around a central bulge.
Central
bulge. Astronomers think that the bulge consists of a black hole. Well, I'll be damned.
Well,
That's not a bulge, is it? Though?
Yeah,
That's
I was
a
gonna
hole.
say that's not a bulge. It's definitely the opposite of what a fucking bulge is.
Nevertheless, that is all the eventful things that happened in yesterdays of yesteryears. Years.
You know, I would hope my bulge wouldn't like suck in things. You know what I mean? That would be a really bad time. I don't know about you. That'd be a really bad time for me if my bulge just started sucking in things randomly. They probably should have worded that a hell of a lot better. I don't think it would have been a bowl. A ball would have been better, not a bulge. What the
Usually gases don't really revolve around the bulge. It usually like escapes from behind the bulge, but
It's derriere, if you will.
So just to get into a little bit of the news today, the gunman, the fucking piece of shit, waste of life bastard that shot up that Walmart
Oh yeah.
and killed 22 people, his first court appearance was today. And boy, oh
It was
boy.
the 12th, so 2 days. Yesterday.
Oh, excuse me, yesterday.
But either way, a day after.
And he looks so proud of his work.
Dude,
And
it doesn't look
I'm
like
kidding.
he even has any emotion.
Look how pissed he is. Look, he looks literally like peeved that he has to
To be
stand there.
there?
Yeah, that he has to stand there and listen to the crimes that he committed. Look at this fucking guy. He is trying not to cry. Fuck him.
But I've also thought of this. Like, how are you supposed to feel after killing that many people? You know, but I mean, like, in the sense of, like, he killed that many people. He obviously, as you said, didn't really seem to care.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you did that for a reason. You did that feeling like you were right in that, in killing all those people. You knew what you were doing. It was premeditated as fuck. And now you want to stand there in court like, oh, why'd I have to do that?
You know, there was one that's
Why'd
really
you guys
bad.
have to catch me?
It was the one where this it happened this year, but it was a shooter who he came with his sister, and they were kind of like in a big plaza kind of area.
Mm-hmm.
He separated from her and then started shooting a bunch of people, and he ended up shooting his own sister.
Dang. I
Yeah.
believe it.
Yeah,
I believe
and
it.
I'm like, well, no, fuck. What? You came with your sister to that place just to shoot it up. Wouldn't you have thought that would have been across your mind at least once?
These mass shootings are just so, like, it's such a blinded rage act because it's like, what are you trying to prove? Are you trying to prove that guns kill people and then you can then get arrested and go to prison for the rest of your life?
I mean,
Like, what are you trying to prove? Oh, you just felt like some people just needed to die. Okay, well then...
or like the dude who ran his car through all those fucking protesters. He didn't use a
Yeah.
gun. He just ran his car through the
Yeah.
fucking protest. I don't know. Did he actually kill anybody?
I think he killed one person, maybe. I don't know.
But you know what I mean? Like, something is more premeditated towards these than it just being... I don't know. They have to be in a weird mind frame to even do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the one thing. Like, oh, what's wrong with him? He probably wasn't in the right frame of mind.
That's
Nobody
what I'm
usually
saying. Like,
is when
these
that.
sick fucks, like, these guys are literally marking these days on their calendar. Like, this is what, like, mostly people will, like, set a day for, like, a vacay. No, these guys are setting a day for a fucking mass shooting. Like, it's insane.
Yeah. I mean, I only say that because, I mean, we've seen it happen, I would say, more this year than I have. Every year, any year I've been alive so far, like, I have never seen this amount of mass shootings in a short amount of time.
It happens more
And it seems to be a
and
trend.
more.
It's not even a thing where it's like, oh, it
Yeah.
happens after a few months. It's like
legit
turning
trend.
into a fucking trend.
Yeah, it is.
Where it's like, oh, well, I want to get seen all over the fucking news.
Yeah. It's a movement. And that's the one I'm saying. It's the most, I don't understand what did they get out of it. I mean, just knowing that they got to kill some people, that split second satisfaction is enough for them. It's just crazy.
Yes.
It's so crazy.
Yes, it is.
But
I don't know if you knew this, but yes, it is.
well, on a lighter tone, Kanye West and Kim Kardashian surprised Howard University with a Sunday service.
What?
I just wanted to hear what crazy, because you know he went on a rant.
Oh,
I
I'm
just
sure
I
he
just
went
want to
on a
hear what
fucking
crazy
rant.
shit comes out of his mouth
Oh,
at Howard
please.
University.
Our resident crazy man, Kanye West. Resident of this country.
Okay, they were serious when they said Sunday service. They're legit doing like gospel music right now.
Okay. That's cool, I guess. I mean, I ain't a huge...
Sunday service. And people came together and the choir got bigger and bigger and bigger and people started feeling what it is. And about 4 months in, I got delivered.
Yeah.
You see the lady up front? Praise him.
He was delivered. He was delivered.
Spaces and places and they walk.
He don't like men's no more.
He's not a gay
God
fish.
has already won the victory. Jesus Christ has won the victory.
What the fuck are you talking about? He said God has already won the victory. Jesus Christ has already won the victory.
He's pretty much just stating that he's super religious now. He found God.
And Harriet Tubman said she could have freed more if we only knew we were slaves to Instagram, to social media.
I don't think that's what Harriet Tubman said. I don't think Harriet Tubman and
Harriet Tubman definitely didn't say, "Hey, let's make a tweet."
I was gonna say I don't
later.
think Harriet Tubman was name dropping Instagram or Twitter. Or
Did you see the
Snapchat.
movie with Harriet Tubman that's coming out? It looks
Yeah,
like
I
she's
heard
a fucking rifle and tickling. Rah! I'm gonna be like Django and fucking kill all the whiteys. That's what it looks. Harriet Tubman could see that film to this day. She'd be rolling in her grave.
Yeah, dude.
Jesus Christ.
She said that she could have saved more if we knew we were slaves to Instagram. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? God, y'all, listen. God already won his victory.
I get
Jesus won his victory. Meanwhile, motherfuckers are getting shot the hell up at Walmart.
I can kind of get what he's saying with, like, if she was born in this time and she could fucking make it more apparent, I guess.
Yes.
But
Yes, but he was trying to take her words and use them towards
that
his
just didn't
fucking,
make any fucking sense, man.
his point.
I'm a white dude. That didn't make any fucking sense, alright? Like,
And here we got a protester spits on Trump supporter during an interview at the Minneapolis rally.
In 2016, something that the president was really proud of in his campaign was that it was self-funded and that he had a lot of small...
That was a cannonball loogie right there. Did you hear that? Folks at home, I hope you could hear that. I don't see how you couldn't have heard the thunderclap from the power of this spit right here. This man
oh my god.
was conjuring up this spit for like a block and a half.
He's like, I'm gonna get this fucker.
He's like, one unlucky bastard is gonna catch this hell.
Oh my god.
All I need is a camera.
self-funded and that he had a lot of small...
Oh my god, that...
small and that he had a lot of
Look how horrified she is. As soon as that's done.
It sounds like a fucking some tribal fucking like dart
Dude, the dude doesn't even
spit on your grave.
The dude doesn't even flinch. He just like,
dude,
got my eye.
Well, luckily he's wearing glasses and it catches most of it, but that's not stopping that loogie from getting some little hang time. That loogie is hanging.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
He had a lot of small.
That is...
You say it's nice?
He said, all right.
He said, oh, nice.
Wow.
I'm fine.
Wonder if he does it again.
Look, he's trying so hard not to feel demeaned,
Oh,
but
I
he
know,
totally
right? He just got
is.
spit on
And she's looking at him crazy too, and he's like, "You sure you're all right? Like, dude, you just got spit on."
You don't want to go
"No,
beat
it's fine."
this dude's ass real quick?
Yeah, like we could take a pause. We
It
can
doesn't
break.
matter if you're a Trump supporter. I think you deserve to go kick the dude's ass and just spit on you.
Some protester just handed him a napkin. Say, "Hey, we're not all bad."
I'm fine. Sorry. I'm sorry that happened.
He said, "I'm sorry that happened."
That's how people really feel. That's fucking disrespectful.
And here's our spitter.
Here's our spitter.
Looking like a fucking complete slacker. And drunk off his ass. They're coming in slurring too. I'm just feeling.
I think he's talking about the dude. I don't think it's him.
No, that's totally him. What?
That's how people really feel. That's fucking disrespectful.
Oh.
But On the other hand, that shit is disrespectful as fuck too.
Oh, I guess you're right.
There's a difference. I respect
You just accused him. We found him. We got him.
Right.
We found out the mystery. It was this dude. The whole time.
On the other hand,
Why did this guy come and speak to him when he can't even talk? That's so disrespectful.
This is not what protesters are about.
No, I mean, I feel that way, but I don't even want to spit
I'm
on
telling
it.
you right now, I wouldn't spit on you. I'd bend you over and shit on your face like a Cleveland steamer. That's how I feel
I'd
about it.
murder your parents and put them in a chili and make you eat it. But that's
bullshit.
you're
That's
disrespectful, and that's disrespectful. But I'm disrespectful, but I don't want disrespect.
Okay. Oh.
on the other hand, that shit is disrespectful as fuck too. So disrespectful. But really, that's not how people really feel. That's fucking disrespectful. But on the other hand, that shit is disrespectful as fuck too. So there's a difference. I respect your opinion. I didn't do that. That wasn't me. I was just trying to fix it. That's alright.
You have a better attitude about that than
I'm telling
I
you.
feel like it was just a pothead who felt like he had an opinion.
He said, "I was just trying to take a picture."
Of you, and then I got this great picture.
I just want you to know that that's not how people really feel, even though somebody just spit on
you.
I know you just got spit on, but I just want you to know that's not how people really feel. I mean, that's maybe how he feels. I mean, because he spit on you, but like, what the fuck?
And I slightly agree with him, but I'm not going to tell you on camera.
That did surprise me a little bit.
How can it not surprise you?
How does that surprise you? You're wearing "Make America Great Again" hat, and again, I don't diss people who voted for Trump. If you vote for Trump, cool for you. But dude, he's made such a divide in this country.
It's unreal.
It's unreal as fuck. And it's just the thing of like, look, I don't care if you voted for Trump. I really don't. But don't be trying to spew your fucking bullshit on me of Trump's gonna make everything great. Has he made everything great yet? Like, come on now. Like, what has he done since he's been in to make it great? Again, I'm not on either side. I have seen. This is the only president we have that they go and pull up his fucking Twitter account and be like, President Trump said this today. I'm like, why the fuck do I care what he said on his fucking Twitter?
Remember when Barack was like the cool, edgy, like president who was,
oh my god, he's got a Twitter.
Who was online with us, but all he really did was like play like apps or something, or like maybe he would like share like
it sounded like presidential shit that he would say on his Twitter.
Or if anything, he would express like his likes of like a song or something.
Or something like
but,
that.
Like, now we're legit like getting like threats to not only other countries, but like to the Democrats from our president. Like, he's legit threatening people.
On Twitter!
Yeah.
He uses Twitter as a
Our
weapon.
president is a Twitter thug.
He's a Twitter thug that likes to be up at 3 o'clock in the morning making tweets when you would think an old man at his stature would be fucking asleep.
And while he's doing that, we're having fucking police shootings. Like this, for instance. Another person was killed by a cop, people. Another innocent person. Yes, you guessed it. They were black.
In Texas, damn.
It was killed in their home by a police officer.
And he was white.
Only because they had received a call that, I believe the call was just that her door was open.
Live from South Victory, this is...
Try to get as many of them answered. Up to date on a big story that so many of you are talking about right now. A woman was shot and killed in her home by a Fort Worth police officer around 2 this morning. Now, we know a lot of you have questions, and we'd like to hear those. You can leave them in the comments below, and we'll try to get as many of them answered as we can. This happened on the south side of Fort Worth on East Allen Avenue. That is where WFA's Eric Alvarez is live to talk us through what happened here. Eric, I know a lot of people still gathered at this home behind you.
So that's
Tatiana Jefferson lived here with her 8-year-old nephew around 2:30 this morning, and neighbors saw the door open and the lights on. He called a non-emergency line asking police to come see if neighbors were okay. We're about to show you what happened next. This is the body cam footage provided.
Here's the thing. So that's what it was. So they called. I don't know why you would do this. I mean,
why wouldn't you just go over?
Right. Like I know they had good intentions, but why would you call the cops just because your neighbor's door is open and lights are on? I'm sorry. If someone broke into their house, they're not going to turn the lights on. They're going to have a flashlight or some shit.
Yeah.
Like, why would they do that? But okay. So the cop then arrives, and this was told to me last night, so I don't even know if this is what really happens. We're about to find out. But apparently his body cam shows that he just basically just goes in there, shoots her dead, and like finds a gun, but it's nowhere near her. And I think he said that was why he shot her. I don't know.
Fort Worth Police in its entirety.
Yeah, he literally just walks in.
He's looking around the house.
This is in the garage, it seems like.
Yeah, in the driveway. Now he's on the side of the house.
Put your hands up! Show me your hands up!
Now he's Oh my God!
He just literally
He
shot
just
her.
shot. He pointed the gun through the window.
You never hear the police
and
officer
shot.
identify himself. He simply goes through a gate into the backyard, then sees a figure in the window, and then in a span of about 3 seconds, you saw it there, he
immediately
shouts the
shoots.
orders, put your hands up, show me your hands, show me your hands, and almost immediately after, that deadly shot rings out. Now, Fort Worth police have not identified that officer, but describe him as a white man who has been with the department since...
As a white man,
Yeah.
really.
And here's the
Couldn't
thing,
tell by
he's
that
only-
voice.
Right.
Put your hands up! Put your hands up!
and another thing, he's only been on the force for like maybe a year.
Police have not identified that
Hey,
officer, but
he's a
describe him
nervous
as
shooter.
a white
That's-
man who has been with the department since April of last year. Now, remember, this all started with a call.
Like that is so rookie material too. Like doesn't address, doesn't knock on anything, doesn't say hey police, just sees a fucking figure and says put your hands in there as you're shooting. These guys, these fucking knuckleheads, just give a warning as they're shooting.
That's not what you're supposed to do.
It's the type of shit we make fun of in like comedies. Like it's so comically fucking like naive and novice. Like why are you shooting as you're warning? It's insane to me. I just saw something just like this, similar to this, where a kid was playing with an airsoft gun, with a BB gun, and on the body cam, you see the cop like peek through, like you know, the kid's like playing in like a backyard, and it's like a wooden fence.
Yeah.
So he's like peeking through like the cracks of the wood, and barely sees like a gun, and just says, "Put the gun down," as he's shooting. But he shoots as he's saying "put." So it's just put the gun down, and it's like. Then opens the gate and sees it's this fucking like 14, 15-year-old kid playing with a BB gun. And shoots him like in the leg and the stomach.
Don't get a BB gun and shoot your eye out.
It's fucking insane.
It's just so dumb.
Like we gotta start testing these guys better. You gotta be able to pass way more tests. It's too easy to become a cop.
If people wonder why people have the stigma they do against the cops. You know what I mean? Now granted, this was in Texas, so, you know, I'm not sure how they run their fucking Texas police program down there or whatever. But even up here, we get the same thing with fucking Omaha cops.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Same dumb shit has happened down here. Same thing. And we live in a completely different part of the country.
Right.
It's... half of the time I feel like they just get these guys who are just like, I couldn't do anything with my life. I want to be on the police force.
Yep.
Okay.
That's basically it, because it doesn't require much. All you gotta do is just pass some physical tests and some basic psychological tests.
And then you could be fat as fuck on the force running after people, and then that famous meme
You're good to go.
of that kid sitting on the car with that fat fuck as the cop. You know where that was at?
Yeah.
Bellevue.
Yeah.
If people didn't know, that famous meme of that super ass fat ass cop.
The one with the kid smiling and like
And he's
looking
at the
his
camera.
friends?
Yeah. That was in Bellevue, here in Nebraska, in Omaha.
Yeah.
Do you know how bad I felt when I'm like, wow, that's who they let onto the fucking police force?
Yeah.
How many donuts did he stop in his time? We'd be like, those donuts? Okay, hey, just give me those, and I won't give you a ticket. Just go, all right?
Get out of here before I change my mind.
Gah!
But it's like, dude, we got cops killing people, and in the meantime, we got people who really need help. Like this poor girl right here.
Things about to go down on Bond Street. We need all the Bloods, all the Crips, whatever. Whatever it is. We need all of you. We need all of them. We need everybody that can help us, because I got taken last night. My fucking rib hurts because I got jumped. And my brother last night got jumped too. And I told them, take me back to my husband right here. They didn't.
That's her husband.
They brought me back wrong.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay. Look, this is some like Miss Piggy looking lady, and she's white. You know, I mean, I ain't got nothing against, you know, race.
She white
I'm just
trash for what it looks
Yeah,
like.
I'm just trying to paint y'all a picture. So here's the picture. It's like this white, definitely trailer trash, maybe in her teens, and she's saying, you know, she needs help from everybody because she got jumped and her brother got jumped. And behind her, while she's doing all this, this black fellow with this fucking handgun just waving it in the air around her, like just pacing back and forth. Like these two are really scared for their lives.
Oh.
O'clock in the fucking morning.
Hey, Josh, if anybody knows Cam, tell him his bitch ass has got something coming for him. Because I'm not gonna motherfucking fuck with his damn bullshit. If anybody knows Cam, you better send him a message. Tell him that Josh said he's got something coming for him. He's got something waiting on him. So tell him to bring his bitch ass on, motherfucking money stealing bitch. That she got some balls.
And that was her brother. Her brother drooling all over the place. If you tell him he got something coming for him. Well, I got drool running down my chin.
Oh my god. Oh Jesus Christ.
Oh my
I'm
god.
trying to think of where his face
I
reminds me
know.
of somebody.
I know he has one of those faces where I was trying to think that too. I'm like, God, I really want to say what he looks like.
You know
but I
what?
can't.
You know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of. He was a guy on YouTube. He did a lot of like breakdancing shit, but he was like an older kind of like dude. He kind of had his hair parted
Mhm.
and shit like that. I can't remember the name of the guy, but he looks like that dude. If he was like,
Yeah. Yeah, he does.
if he looked like he turned white
Oh, excuse me.
trash. Holy shit! Oh my god, that was funny. I couldn't get over the fact he got a huge gap tooth. Gap teeth.
I know, that's why that saliva was just spewing out.
Fuck that bitch ass bitch.
You want to do our little sponsor for Anchor?
Yeah. On that note, so if you guys literally want something that you guys can just start doing a podcast with, literally, Anchor has all you need to start up a podcast. All you got to do is put your name in, put the name that your podcast is going to be in. It literally gives you the tools to just start your podcast. And all you got to do is have something to record, click it, ready to go, and it will record everything. And all you got to do is just put it up and put it on whatever social media you want from there.
Just like that.
Easy, just like that.
1, 2, 3.
It's easy and it's
ABC.
simple. You know me? But all you got to do is go to anchor.com and you can literally start up today. That's anchor.com. All right. But, so, oh, dude, that fucking just threw me off. That threw me off my groove.
I'm sorry. But you know, I was thinking about our last show,
Jesus Christ.
and I was thinking about how we were talking about hurt. And I was just thinking, like, man, that song is just so powerful. Like, what could make a song that powerful even more powerful? And then I started doing a little digging, and then I found, you know, he's not the only one who sang that song.
Really?
Yeah, you know, because like I said in the show prior, it goes from 9 Inch Nails to then 9 Inch Nails then approached him with the song saying, hey, we feel like this is better fit for you. He does it, crushes it, and then dies. And then after he dies, someone else picked up that song
Really?
and did their own little thing. And I would also say it's right up there with the Johnny Cash. I would hold it right in the same regard as a classic piece of music. You want to guess who?
Who? I really don't know.
You really don't know?
No, I don't.
Oh my god, dude, I can't believe you haven't heard this. Alright, well then maybe I should just play it and you just close your eyes and you tell me who it is.
Close. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna do this. If you people at home know who this is, you can fucking tell me. You
at home, if you guess it, just yell it and I'll hear it. And I'll be like, aha, see?
Yeah, you got it.
He's got one of those voices you just can't miss.
I hurt myself today.
Wow.
If I still feel, I focus on pain. The only thing that's real. A needle tears a hole.
This is a song in this page.
Your familiar sting, trying to kill it all away. I remember
Oh my god. It's Kermit the Frog singing.
It is Kermit the Frog. How'd you know?
Oh yeah, like I couldn't fucking
Oh my
guess
god.
that one.
Even with your eyes closed.
Oh Jesus Christ, that was fucking hilarious. So I said this is love song to Miss Piggy.
I just want to hear him say hurt.
They actually show Kermit the
Yeah, there's a
Frog.
music video.
It looks like he's jerking off.
I think he's strumming the guitar.
I hope so. Copious amounts of coke.
Oh my god.
God. Jeez. Okay, there it is. He's kind of just like slapping the guitar.
He's
He's not
slapping
even
the bass.
strumming. He's just like he's slapping the bass.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Oh fuck. Just so you know, there's 3 versions of Hurt out there.
9 Inch Nails, Johnny Cash, and now the infamous Kermit the Frog. The one who was like, "Oh yeah, do you know how to get to town?" I think, yeah, it's right back the way you came. But you know what else creeped me out with like all these memes and shit?
Yeah.
The fact that we kept hearing that they come from fucking Russia. Like a lot of them were just like Russian groups that like would make memes. We just send them out to the fucking public.
Really?
Like just circulated it. Yeah. A lot of it is based back to
Jesus
Russia.
fucking Christ, Russia. Will you not do anything? Fuck. So now we gotta worry about Russians importing fucking
Dude,
memes?
Russia's already been here. Come on now. They had relations with Trump's dad before Trump became even fucking president. They've been here forever.
Russians are just smuggling everything these days.
They smuggle their potato vodka over here. Don't get me wrong, I love myself some potato vodka,
In
but
Soviet Russia, vodka drinks you.
drinks all of you.
In Soviet Russia, Russians make memes.
Pretty much. Russians make all the fucking memes.
For American entertainment.
But, I think with that,
Yes, sir. I think it's time to bring this episode to a close.
how long has it been?
It has been at least 2 hours,
Again? Jesus Christ.
if I had to guess. I wanted to say we started at 4:30 and it's now coming up to 6:30.
We started like at 3 something.
I don't think you're right about that, because I remember looking at the time and being like, oh, when did you get that call?
I got the call from my GF. That was 2 hours ago.
Yeah, so about 2 hours.
Yeah.
I think that'll do it, and we would love to say thank you for listening, but you probably won't remember
A thing.